Hello everyone, I'm Ankita Pokharel, your English instructor. In this video, we are going to learn how to describe pictures and how to write a personal profile. Let's get started. Okay kids, let's move to the first part of the video, and that is describing pictures. Here on your screen, you can see two pictures, right? So let's label them first, picture number 1 and picture number 2. Now, there are certain things that you will have to keep in mind while you have to describe a picture more effectively. Let's learn those things, what can be included while describing pictures. So the first thing, of course, is, what's the first thing? The first thing is observing the picture. Observation. First, you observe and then you begin with the explanation. Okay, once you finish this part, you move with the next step, and that is identifying the main elements. What do? You identify the main elements. What are included here? Here, in this section, you will have to find out if the picture consists of people or objects. It could be animals, right? It could also be places. A picture could be about many different things. So, once you finish doing this, the next step would be using different types of things for describing the picture. For example, you can use sizes in case of objects. You can use colors as well. Okay? You can also use other characteristics. Once you finish doing that, you can talk about location. If it is appropriately mentioned or shown in the picture, you could also talk about location. Now, the other thing could be actions. What is happening within the picture? You can mention those things. Okay? Based on these steps, let's try describing picture number 1. Let's go to picture number 1 and try describing it. So the first thing we do is we observe. We see two different characters, right? So we say, here in this picture, we see two people talking to each other. They are wearing uniforms. One of the people is a girl and the other one is a boy. The boy is wearing a light yellow shirt and is carrying a yellow bag. The girl is wearing a pink headband. She is wearing a light pink shirt and is carrying a red bag. Right? So, the other thing could be, where do you think the picture is taking place? It could be school or in front of the school area. So, let's mention it. The picture suggests that it is taking place within the school area. And we can see that the boy is trying to say something to the girl and the girl is smiling at the boy. The boy's hand is pointed towards the girl and he is in a happy mood. So, here we explain the first picture together. Now, let's move to picture number 2. So, what is the first thing again? The thing we do is observe and then we identify the main elements. Let's start doing it together for the second picture. In this picture, we can see 3 people. 2 of them are girls and 1 is a boy. One of the girls is wearing a blue cap. The boy is wearing a light colored cap and the other girl is wearing shorts and a light pink t-shirt. 2 of the girls are shaking hands and they seem to be very happy. They look like they are having conversation with each other and the boy is very keen and he is listening to what the girls are talking. Alright, this is how we explain the second picture. Done and dusted. Now, here again you see 2 different pictures. Picture number 1 and picture number 2. Now, here comes your part. Students, you will now have to explain these 2 pictures based on the things or the ideas I have mentioned earlier and the things that I have used to describe the previous pictures. Can you do it? Of course you can. Very good. So now, as we have finished learning how to describe picture, let's try to see the routine of a day of Roshan. It's his first day at school and he is trying to reveal what did he do on his first day to school. So we can see it says Roshan gets up every morning at 6 a.m. So here the clock is striking 6, right? So he is Roshan and he is getting up at 6 a.m. Okay? He gives himself a good wash. It's very important for us to freshen up. We could wash our face, brush our teeth, maybe we could also have a quick shower, right? He says, "Good morning, father and mother." He says good morning to father and mother. He greets his parents, right? Okay, the next thing, at 9 a.m. he says goodbye, mother. Why do you think is he saying goodbye? See, in the picture, we can see he's wearing a uniform and he's also carrying a bag, right? So he is going to the school. At school, he greets his teachers. How do you greet your teachers? You greet your teachers by saying namaste, hello, good morning. Yes, so he also greets his teachers at school. Now, here, he is introducing himself in front of the class. He says, "Hi, it's me Roshan. I am from Chitwan." He first reveals his name and he also says, where is he from? Now, Roshan is introducing his friend to someone else. How does he introduce? He says, "May I introduce my friend? He is Arnab." What statement does he use? He opens up the statement, the question sentence, by saying, "May I introduce my friend? He is Arnab." Now, the last part of the picture suggests, "See you again." Why does he say "see you again"? Because he is going back home, right? Okay. Okay, now we shall move towards reading personal profile. Let's see what are the steps to be included to write an effective and impressive personal profile. Let's read it out. Hi everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hamid and I am from Pakistan. I am 9 years old. My hometown is Islamabad. It is the capital city of Pakistan. I have come to the UK with my father to study English language. I will stay here for a year. I want to learn English so that I can become a teacher. My family is big. I have 3 brothers and 1 sister. She has hearing difficulty. I am the oldest one. My sister is the youngest of all. She is 4 years old. My father works as an ambassador and my mother is a doctor. So what is an ambassador? Ambassador is a person who is chosen to represent his or her nation in an international organization. I'm sure you know that, right? Okay. So, this is a personal profile about Hamid. There are things to be noted while we prepare a personal profile, and I'm going to explain it now to you all so that it gets helpful to you in preparing your own personal profile. So what is the first and the foremost thing that you do while you prepare a personal profile? The first thing is the opening. Okay, and the opening should be done in a friendly way. It should be done with a greeting. Here Hamid says, "Hi everyone," if you see. Okay, so it should be done with a greeting. The next step should be all about giving up the basic information. When you are writing a personal profile, you have to start up with a greeting and then move on with giving basic information. The basic information could be their name, age, the nationality, and hometown. Do you know what is a hometown? Hometown is the town of one's birth or early life. Or it could also be one's present or fixed residence. Okay. Alright, so the other thing that you should keep in mind is giving out a background or context. Here we have to include certain things, and those things could be about family. It could also be about education. Also, it could be about hobbies or interests, right? These things are going to make your personal profile appear more impressive. Okay? What are the other things that could be included in a personal profile? You can also include writing down your ambitions. Ambition is something that you want to become in future. Okay? Next thing that Hamid has used to explain himself and prepare his own personal profile is he has explained about his family and relationships. He has revealed how many family members does he have. He also has revealed who is the oldest and the youngest one, right? So these are the things that could be included to write up a personal profile. The other thing could be writing about occupations or profession. Like what Hamid did, he has explained his father and his mother's occupation, right? So these are the things that could be included to write an impressive personal profile. Alright. Okay, here we are going to learn the following words and write down sentences using those words. The first one is introduce. Introduce is to make someone known by name to another in person. So what could be a sentence for this word? It could be the one that Roshan had used to introduce his friend. Let's write the same thing. May I introduce my friend Arnav? Now when you know the meaning, it becomes more interesting, right? Hometown. As I have explained earlier, hometown is the town of one's birth or early life, or of one's present or fixed resident, right? So what could be a sentence that we could make for hometown? My hometown is Rukum. Alright, English. I love learning English. What could be a sentence for big? I guess you can make on your own. You can also make a sentence on your own for the word learn. So let's try making a sentence for ambassador. As I have already told you that ambassador is a person who is chosen to represent his or her nation in an international organization. So what could be a sentence using ambassador? So like what Hamid had said, let's write, my father works as an ambassador to the UK. All right, we have finished doing this exercise as well. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is completing the following sentences, and here we are going to use the words from our reading text, that is from the text of personal profile. Islamabad is Hamid's, what is it? Yes, hometown. He has gone to the UK to dash English. To learn English, we all remember it, right? His family is small. Is that true? No, his family is big. His youngest sister is dash years old. Do you remember her age? Yes, her age is 4. His sister has a dash difficulty. What difficulty did he mention about his sister? Yes, it was hearing difficulty. Easy, we finished it together one more time. Alright kids, let's together find out the answers to these questions. Where is Hamid from? So, the answer to this question is Hamid is from Pakistan. How old is he? He is 9 years old. Is that true? Yes. How many brothers and sisters does he have? He has 3 brothers and 1 sister. What does his father do? His father works as an ambassador. Right? Okay. Alright kids, we are done and dusted with question and answers. I have an assignment for you all. You will have to prepare a personal profile about yourself. Okay? I guess you can do it using all the tips I have mentioned in the video. तपाईहरुलाई आजको कक्षा कस्तो लाग्यो? तपाईहरुका केही सुझाव वा गुनासाहरू छन् भने हामीलाई सम्पर्क गर्न सक्नुहुनेछ। हामीलाई सम्पर्क गर्ने ठेगाना हो learning@dearwalk.edu.np। अर्को कक्षामा फेरि अर्को पाठ लिएर उपस्थित हुने नै छु। त्यतिन्जेलसम्मको लागि नमस्कार, धन्यवाद।